Hey everyone! Today, we'll learn how to use Next.js and Supabase to create awesome web apps. Next.js is a powerhouse for creating React apps with features like server-side rendering that just levels up your projects. And when you pair it with Supabase, you'll get a scalable backend with a real-time PostgreSQL database. So let's get started by setting up a Next 14 project. You'll get a lot of prompts, just pause and choose what's on the screen. After the prompt, Create Next App will create a folder with your project name and install the required dependencies. Next, we'll install two Supabase libraries, so copy what's on screen. Create a new file named .env.local in the root of your project and paste your Supabase project URL and Anon key. You can get this information by going to the Supabase project dashboard, then on the left side click Settings, and then click on API. To use Supabase and client components, call the Create a Client Component client function to create a Supabase client. You can then use this client to perform operations. To use Supabase in server actions, call the Create a Server Action client function and pass the cookies function to create a Supabase client. You can then use this client to perform operations. To use Supabase in route handlers, call the cookies function and then call the Create a Route Handler client function and pass the cookies object to create a Supabase client. You can then use this client to perform operations. Next, we will learn how to authenticate users and add authorization using Supabase. Create a new file named middleware.ts in the src folder, if you have one, or in the root of your project, and write this following code. Create a new folder named auth inside the app folder. Inside of this, create another folder callback, and then create a route.ts file and write the following code. Next, we'll create the user signup component like this one here. Then similarly, create a user login component. After login, we'll add a logout component. And lastly, a generic profile page that will redirect if there is no active session, meaning the user is not authenticated. Congratulations, you now have the basic setup to start logging in and out as well as sign up. We even added a way to check if the user is authenticated, and if not, then get redirected. If you prefer to copy the code snippets, then check out the link to the original blog post on our website at mydevpa.ge. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe for more.